Chapter 1. The Love Connection. There used to be a show on television called The Love Connection. People would come on the program to question several prospective partners, and then choose one for a date. After their evening out, they would come back and tell the host and audience how their date went. This is where the fun began, as each described their evening out and how they got along with the person they'd chosen. There were some who naturally hit it off, but the majority of the dates were filled with funny and, at times, embarrassing moments. Nowadays we have programs like The Bachelorette that play on the same theme, and any number of websites that promise to find not only a suitable partner, but a true soulmate. These services try to match individuals according to looks, activities, needs, and character. Since people usually seek a partner who looks and acts like they want and has like needs. However, good looks, similar activities, and a suitable character do not always lead to love, nor are they the same as love. The title of this book is In Love for Life. The point I want to make with this book is that if God created marriage to last a lifetime, then He has also given us the ability to love each other for that long as well. The following chapters explore how to keep that love going for a lifetime. The romantic myth. Sexual attraction has been around since Adam and Eve, but not the westernized idea of romance popularized by books and movies in our Western culture. For example, Mr. Right comes along and sweeps you off your feet, or there's only one person in the world just for you. Until the Middle Ages, marriages were organized by families and strictly supervised. This was a universal custom. This began to change in the 16th and 17th centuries as French songwriters produced ballads that introduced highly romantic ideas about love. For example, Love at First Sight, in order to entertain French lords and ladies at the royal court. This was a departure from the customary way of contracting marriages, based on ability to provide, family background, and agreement on political, social, and religious beliefs. There were still impulsive elopements and adultery, but these were the exceptions. Arranged marriages were the way things were done, and it worked. The heroes of these stories and songs were always brave, beautiful, and chivalrous. Common people were not thought capable of the same kind of emotions, so love stories were always a monopoly of the aristocracy. The culture of romance was for the rich until the French Revolution. When the nobility in France fell, the stories remained and were passed on to the masses and spread throughout Europe. Until that time, falling in love with all the emotional stress and strain was considered an unfortunate experience. It was preferred that one's marriage be based on careful selection and approval by both families. Everyone wanted this, even the individuals. The introduction of romance as an art form made it, at first, an acceptable experience alongside the traditional marriage arrangement procedure, but eventually became the preferred way to go about getting married. Today, arranged marriages are seen as unnatural and rejected by most Western societies. The point I want to make here is that the success of a marriage does not depend solely on how carefully you arrange it, or how romantic or infatuated the couple is. For centuries, arranged marriages succeeded in producing lifetime unions that were satisfying and productive. For the last several centuries, however, marriages that began with a simple romantic urge have also been able to produce long and successful unions. In the end, marriages that work are the ones that base their relationships on love, not compatibility or romance.